Southern California. The time is 3:14 p.m. I have quite a bit of topics to discuss. Maybe this might involve 20 minutes. Guys, if the air conditioning is too loud for you and you can't hear me, please comment below. I've had quite a bit of complaints about people not liking the live streams because there's too much vibration in the video. Some can't hear. If you can't hear, then that's a issue. But as for the screen being bumpy, I can't do anything about that for you. Just don't watch the live streams. This is the most efficient way that I make the videos. Otherwise, honestly, it would take me like 2 weeks to make one video. So today, hey, what's up, Jack Spade? Hopefully you're doing well today. There's a couple of topics to discuss. They do revolve around California. Those of you who are not in California, thank you for chiming in anyways. I really appreciate it. What happens in California tends to have a trickle-down, hand-me-down effect on other states as well. So it might be advantageous to you to listen to them. And hey, what's up, Slender? So first order of business is BSIS is hiring committee members. So there's an open seat for a BSIS advisory committee member. This is a public member. It's a BSIS public committee member. In particular, this is your non-technical specialty. So what they're looking for is basically law enforcement officers who have direct connections or who have a contract with a private security firm or even private investigation services. Some type of government official, government officer that deals directly with folks that are licensable by the BSIS. So let's just say that you're a chief of police, you're a lieutenant, or you're a sergeant for a law enforcement agency, and your city or your jurisdiction hires private security guards to protect the parks, protect the civic center, or something like that. BSIS is in need of a committee member that will fill that void. What we're trying to do is fill the committee members with people that that basically support the private security industry, where there's no special intent. Previously, we have committee members who are associated with big business, such as Allied and Securitas, and I would argue that some of the commentary that they make at these committee hearings, they basically give their employers an advantage, and it almost seems like they're speaking on behalf of the security industry, but in reality they're speaking on behalf of their employer, trying to do whatever it takes to create legislation or to persuade BSIS to rule make or to enforce the laws that are on the books in their favor. And I'm just not into that. So please, if you want to be a committee member, you can always reach out to BSIS, but reach out to me as well, and I will guide you through the process. We really need those who support. Now, some of you might be saying, well, you want people that support your channel, right, Sean, as a BSIS committee member, and I would argue absolutely not. We need somebody at BSIS, at the committee, that supports the private security industry as a whole. Not Securitas, not Allied Universal, but as a whole. And previously, I'm not really satisfied with the committee members that we had previously. And quite honestly, the ones that we have now. All I hear, guys, is ego stroking at these BSIS committee hearings. That's it. I continuously hear ego stroking. Good job, BSIS, you're doing wonderful. And they're all patting each other on the back. waiting for the next side deal. That's just what it seems like. We need honest people. I'm not saying anybody there that at BSIS is not honest, but we need honest people, and we're going to start calling out those who we feel are not adequately supporting BSIS. During public comment at these BSIS committee hearings that are heard online and in person, we're going to start calling out individual committee members if we feel that they're trying to push forward legislation or some rulemaking authority in their company's favor. You're not there to serve your company. You're there to serve the people. You're there to serve the private security industry as a whole. So hopefully we can get one more. Once again, reach out to me at ssundal@crimebullet.com. It's SSUNDAHL at crime, CRIMEBULLT.com. Once again, BSIS is looking for pretty much government officials who supervise security contracts or any contract that involves or requires a BSIS license, like private security or private investigations. We would love for you guys to be a committee member, seriously. All right. Second, we got quite a bit of a hearing here. Hey, my boys at Primary Security Agency is here. Doug is here. Slender's here. And somebody else is here. Okay, onward. So AB 1244 was passed by Governor Gavin Newsom in October of 2024. And AB 1244, specifically the new qualified manager requirement where you need administrative or managerial experience, that is law. I interact with a lot of people in the underground network of private security, and we've learned that the BSIS chief is going to stand their ground under the position that they are enforcing AB 1244. So it's law, and they're going to stand their ground. I saw the analysis. I read the analysis from the BSIS chief, and I'm not totally convinced that they are able to uphold what AB 1244's intention was. They're not going to change around the rules. And basically those rules entail that that if you want to apply to be a qualified manager, you need to have that 1 year management administrative experience under a current and qualified PPO and have 2 years of private security experience. Almost nobody has this experience. There's some, but not almost none. If you applied previously and they have issued you a notice of deficiency, as of right now, you will not get a refund. They're taking your money. They don't care that the PPO application has not been updated. That was an argument that we made. They don't care. They're going to take your money. This is something that we might have to bring up at the next committee hearing. Some other thing that I'm concerned about the committee hearings is that all the other bureaus within the Department of Consumer Affairs, DCA. So BSIS is under the Department of Consumer Affairs. There's I think 50 or 70 other I want to say smaller divisions within the DCA, and BSIS being one of them. Department of Cosmetology is under the DCA, just like BSIS is. Oh my goodness, I lost my train of thought already. Oh my goodness, oh yeah, I remember what I was going to say. So all of these other departments, whenever there's a BSIS agenda meeting that's live, they all archive the videos, except BSIS. BSIS does not archive their own videos, which makes it kind of suspect. I mean, what are they trying to accomplish, trying to hide? I just really would like to know why none of the BSIS videos, the new ones, are being uploaded now. You can't review it anymore, which is very suspicious. I have to end up recording it, right? Screen recording it from my cell phone because I work a government job. I can't interact with BSIS while I'm on the clock. So if I'm off the clock, then I can record and share the information with you guys. But otherwise, there's no way of doing that. And a lot of the public comments have been a lot more leaning towards favoring private security professionals as a whole, not necessarily leaning towards big security companies. Okay, onward. Many of you have completed a online powers to arrest course. You took your 8-hour BSIS powers to arrest course, also known as your guard card course, and then you got your guard card. Guys, there's a new law. It's been in effect for like about a year. You cannot take an online class anymore to get your guard card. You can't take the 8-hour powers to arrest class, with a caveat though. Half the class you can take online. Half the class you could take online. However, BSIS issued a letter recently stating that they are not going to accept two different training organizations. So if you're running a TFF business, training facility firearms, or TFB, training facility baton, or a PPO organization, private patrol operator, where you do guard car classes, you can't separate. You cannot have two training organizations. You can only have one. In my opinion, I think that this is a rulemaking. I think this is a rulemaking that has been modified by BSIS. I don't believe that they have the statutory authority to enforce this, but that's what they're doing. And in a way, it kind of makes sense. I'm not supporting that position, but it kind of makes sense. So if right now in 2024, if you took a 100% online guard car class, it's not acceptable by BSIS. Half the class has to be done in person. And once again, you can't divide the class. So you can't go to an in-person class with one vendor and then with a totally separate vendor go to another one. Okay, so I want to make that clear. BSIS has been receiving a lot of, they've been a lot of guard card application rejections because of that. So I don't want you guys to be wasting your money on these online fraudulent companies that you are not going to even be able to get a guard card with. Okay. Let me think. What else did I forget to mention? Let me just go through the comments real quick. Mike from the Professional Security Journal is here. He's 6 minutes late. Sorry. Hey, no problem at all. This is a random video, by the way. Hey, what's up, Security Guard channel? Hopefully you're doing good. Jack Spade Productions said we'll take it from your pay. Oh. Professional Security Journal says taking a Nevada CCW course tomorrow. Have to get my permit renewed and back up to speed for it. It expired last November while in Utah. Good. Hey, so some people have been reaching out to me. Hey, Sean, we want to attend your training. I have a couple of courses posted on my website, crimebullet.com. I just barely updated the website. It's CRIMEBULLT.com. It's crimebullet.com. And I have a couple of courses that I offer. Those of you who run a TIF training facility, a PPO, I'm pretty sure that you can add me as a guest instructor, as long as I'm not doing the exposed firearm permit course. So if you need like adjunct instructors for your firearm permit training facility, I'm not going to connect myself to your facility, is what I'm going to say. But if there's any other like class that you're able to get a certificate of completion, whereas BSIS will allow you to do, and they'll do that for the continuing education course. Like you could do active shooter courses as the 8-hour refresher course. I'm pretty sure you could add me as a guest instructor for that. But if it's to sign off on like a firearm permit after the 2-day class, I don't think I'm going to be doing that. But anyhow, get a hold of me, guys. I prefer to do groups, not one-on-one. But sometimes security companies will ask for training, and they'll like they'll have room for like 20 people, right? And they'll only fill 10. So we'll ask as a condition for us training them that they have to accept 10 students. So reach out to me if you guys have questions. I do cater to actual private security companies. If there's some type of training that you would like and I can't offer it, then I will reach out to my friends in the community and maybe they can offer that type of training. All right. Let me just look through the comments one more time. The Professor Security Journal says, I was nervous on my last state qualification. Here it could be okay. Right. Edward Rojas says, what if you're a felon? Hey, so